I'm Johnny Vega, Mr. Gabe Giz in the building, L's in the building, Mr. Sean in the building. We're here to talk about a whole lot of stuff, mental health, album dropping, good vibes, good energy,
all that.
What keeps you motivated in the morning, what gets you going, all types of things. Just got back from New York, huh?
Yeah, man. You guys caught me in
the middle of everything.
Yeah, I literally just flew in I honestly didn't get home till like 5 a.m. type shit. Because I went to Chicago after I flew back in. We did an event in Chicago. And then we came back this morning.
Yeah, tell me about the event.
The event was like it was like a smokers party type thing, but they had vendors. So it had some people selling clothes, some people selling art supplies, and it was cool. It was a nice little in Chicago.
Yeah,
everybody sponsoring each other over there.
Yeah. It was just like a networking event, but people were smoking and listening to music and just chilling.
Already, yeah. What side of town?
I think it was closer to West Loop or something like that.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, so this is our shit,
I don't just have sex.
So a lot of y'all probably, me and Johnny go way back. So me and Johnny been fucking around since me and him been real close friends for over 10 years now, probably.
Yeah. Decade.
And
I could vouch for that too, I think.
Yeah. And at first, we were doing the scrape shit. Struggle creates really awesome people everywhere. But we just kind of evolved into this new thing called Aishwa. And the Aishwa stands for I don't just have sex with anyone. So yeah.
Wow. I mean, I could kind of feel like I know the meaning behind that, but what you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
So right now in the world, I feel like we're all going through things that are draining us of our pure natural energy given to us. We're all vessels of a higher power. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God or whatever, we are all vessels of a higher power. And for you to be that vessel, you need to be in the right element, the right mind frame. And a lot of times when we're sharing ourselves with people, it doesn't even just always have to be sexual. It could be financially. It could be,
man. I think the word that you're looking for is energy, really. You can't just give your energy to just anybody.
Exactly. So the I don't just have sex with anyone really says I don't just selectively exchange with anyone. I don't just selectively energy exchange with anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so whether it's whether it's being sexual, whether it's friendships, whether it's finances and business, it's yo, if you don't align with who I am, if you're gonna drain me of what I could give to this situation, then I don't want to be a part of it. What
type of relationship you think is the most draining? You think it's a partner relationship? Is it family?
I think the most draining relationships are actually when any relationship that you've outgrown. A lot of times,
oh my God.
A lot of times we will hold on to that friend that we've had for 10, 15 years.
And you know that
nigga is a bum, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga is not on the same shit that you on. It might be a bitch. You might have been with this bitch since high school and it's all you know, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all done been through some toxic shit.
Yeah, man.
And it's just you don't want to let her go because it's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I think those are the most draining relationships because as human beings, if we don't evolve or grow, we would still be fucking cavemen or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think
real shit.
So real it's shit. Anything that's stopping you from evolving and going to the next level is you need to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? You need to just jump out off the porch.
At what point though do you feel
off the porch.
You know when you got to go ahead and remove yourself from that situation?
Man, as humans, bro, we know.
Yeah.
You know. You feel it'd be a tiny voice in your head that just yo, this ain't for me, man. But then a couple hours later you might get some pussy and then you be you know what, fuck it, we'll just try again. But so it's when the situation is not serving you anymore. You just kind of no one could tell you. You can go ask your friends, they'll give you advice and this and that, but deep down inside, Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And it's really it's a touchy subject, and you know, when you do feel that and you feel it in the back of your head and you just feel things have shifted, it could be an emotional roller coaster, you know?
It really is.
It really, really, really is.
Because a lot of times we don't realize that neurologically we're connected to these people. So almost it becomes like an addiction, like a drug.
Oh my God.
It's like a drug.
It's a necessity, really.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of times, like, addiction is hard to break, especially when you don't know you're addicted to something. It's really hard to, like, get out of that habits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bad habits.
Bad habits.
We're trying to create healthy habits.
Habits. It's a habit. You get me? Addiction is a strong word. You get me?
Yeah.
But
it is.
It becomes a habit. It becomes a type of everyday life where you know you gotta have this. You wake up next to this person and you don't see yourself waking up to this person no more,
right?
Or you don't see you not talking to your boy no more,
right?
But at the same time, you know it's not there no more, and you're trying to elevate yourself, and you're constantly trying to slow down for them. You get me?
You know what? My cousin was in New York, and I was talking to my cousin about a situation and shit. And I was telling him, like, yo, like, you know, like, man, I feel this type of way about this person and don't know if I should really even deal with it anymore. And he was just like, man, if this was the Middle Ages, bro, their head would be chopped off.
Wow.
And he's like, just because the times change don't mean the people do.
Well, that's the scary part.
And I was like, yo.
Humanity is a full circle thing.
It is. It is. I mean, the clothes might change, the buildings might change.
But the minds really stay the same.
The humans, we've been doing the same shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're our biggest destruction, really.
Yeah,
think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are our own biggest critics, you know.
Correct. Yes.
Absolutely. So, like, let's talk about this right here. It says ups and downs. I like
that
this.
Ups and downs, man.
I like this. I like that.
Yeah, we got the A15 on the back.
Nice.
You know,
repping hometown. I like that.
Yeah, repping the hometown. You already know. Just a little.
I like the ripped jeans look into it.
Yeah.
I like that.
So like, what is that, like your brand? Is that what you doing?
Yeah. Well, that was one of my tapes I had dropped.
Okay.
What, 2 or 3 years
back
ago?
in the I had you know what time it is. Yeah. Actually, the scrape hats actually motivated me, inspired me to put those together way back in the day. If you can really look at them, they almost kind of look like the 33 one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, so we all motivate each other. One hand washes the other.
Absolutely.
You know,
I love it because, you know, we all go through ups and downs. You know,
yes.
And like, people need to understand that if you didn't have the downs, you would never even recognize what an up is.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't enjoy it really when you really get up there. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty about all this shit.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. Like sometimes when I'm blistering cold outside, maybe smoking a little ciggy.
Yeah.
Man, I unfortunately started smoking squares, so whatever. Anyways, when I'm outside and I'm freezing, my hands are so cold, I'll just kind of think of like soon I'll be in there warmed up and this will be over with. This is just a temporary feeling, you know. So
everything's temporary. Even
man,
that's a cool way to look at life. Yeah. Like looking at something on a macro level and applying it to the you know,
micro.
On a micro level and applying it to the macro level.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know,
micro to macro.
Micro to macro.
That's a quote right there.
Yeah,
that's some real stuff we're speaking.
So you got any new music coming out soon? Johnny?
Yeah. So I got this new album coming out, Never Look Back. When you just said about hopping off the porch, that's actually like a little lyric in it. I know it's also in our Porsche truck record. I say something like that, don't I? I say, maybe not. I say popping at his porch.
Yeah.
So maybe not. But this joint.
It's there. It's in there somewhere.
Left that bitch and I never look back. I got rich, dreaming of a Maybach. On the fence, I just jumped off the porch. It got tense when I jumped in the Porsche. Common sense and I'm speeding real fast. 187 quicker than DoorDash. Do a hit without a face mask. Go blitz on my way to the cash. Left that bitch and I never look back. I got rich, dreaming of a Maybach. On the fence. fence, I just jumped off the porch. It got tense when I jumped in the Porsche. Common sense and I'm speeding real fast. 187 quicker than DoorDash. Do a hit without a face mask. Go blitz on my way to the cash. I woke up gripping on the tech. I won't settle for disrespect. I used to dream of a Patek. I used to dream of a car wreck. Used to wake up.
Yeah, so this is gonna be dropping, you know.
Hey, that flow is different,
Bro,
man.
you caught that beat like crazy.
Yeah, he was coming. I like how he was coming on that. Yeah, you gotta really take your time. You know, like right now, like I feel like, you know, we all have this sense of urgency because of social media, and you see everyone else working, and you see everyone else dropping shit. But it's like, bro, like it's the way the world works. It's like that shouldn't be here today, gone tomorrow, because they're literally looking for that quick hit of notifications or whatever. But when you take your time with it, you can really like build a solid foundation with people. You can really like do the legwork that it needs to like kind of give it a life of its own. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because we're talking timeless music.
Right.
You know, we're talking records that could live on forever and ever, you know, stream that shit forever, passive income. It feels great. It's inspiring. It's motivating. To all the artists out there, don't get discouraged. A lot of people sneak diss you. You know, say you all right, turn around, talk down on your name. Don't let that shit get to you. That's just their little ass opinion. Keep pushing. Keep working. Keep learning. Really,
Right.
Education is the main thing. Is the main
Yeah,
thing.
that's like kind of what I'm doing with my journey with music, because I kind of took a step back myself.
Word?
Like, yeah, I took a step back just like for the last like couple years, like 2 years. I just kind of been like living life and just living in like the real world as far as like, you know, learning and building a business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
And you need that because when you come back to it, the music, you really want to give people something of value. I feel like people just be just like dropping shit, and it's just like I get no value from that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a very good point. I think the main thing about what you're saying is you can't get somebody to value something all the way if you don't value it yourself. You get me? So if you feel like you're not releasing your best work out there, even if people are accepting it and playing it, you might feel like, man, I don't even think this was all that. Like, you get me? So now you doubting yourself at the same time. So you got to take that moment away and kind of refresh yourself too.
Exactly. And see what you value. Yeah. Like what do you find valuable in your life, and
it might change every year,
and it does.
It really does.
And I think that's the problem. Like sometimes we do need to take a break because you're a changing person. You do need to take time to relearn yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's hard for a lot of people to take that time away from themselves, man.
Yeah.
People get stuck in the same situations, in the same everyday predicaments.
Running the rat race, trying to pay bills, working.
People forget to love themselves, bro. You get me? So yeah, you're right. You got to take that time for yourself. You got to love yourself, reinvent yourself. And most importantly, reinvent yourself. And
I love that word, reinvent.
You know? Reinvent
and
yourself.
I think that one thing artists need to realize too is like when you're dealing with like a record label, like a lot of independent artists don't have like the big label machine behind them, right?
Right.
But the label, what they're doing is they're funneling all these listeners, all your fans into a product. The product may be the music, the product may be merch, the product may be ticket sales, right? And I think that a lot of independent artists are depending on their craft, their music to be the product, to fun. I understand, like you may make awesome music, but people are getting music for free.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get people to make that a transactional thing. Like, pay for music.
Yes.
I think what you're trying to say is you got to be kind of you got to be different, man. You kind of have your artists like NBA YoungBoys out here and your Extentaciones, where their music might sound like a lot of other people, but they created these type of relationships with their fan base.
Exactly.
And no matter what they drive, no matter what they're doing, no matter if they're doing good or bad in life, their artists and their fan base is actually going to support that because that's my type of music. That's my favorite artist type of thing.
Well, using your example, like XXX, like he took all his core fans and funneled them into Revenge, which is like a clothing brand, right?
Correct.
And then NBA YoungBoy, like he'll do collabs with brands.
Yep.
So he can funnel his fan base.
He took his music into a brand. Like
exactly.
You
and you have to at this point, because it gives your people something to latch onto. Like, I'm not finna ride around and listen to the same song every day.
But I might wear your hat tonight.
But I might wear your hat to the club, and I might wear your hoodie. And I might tomorrow I might wear your hoodie, and I might go to the club, and I might pull up little bitch in this shit, and then now I'm like, yo, this is a part of my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I agree, 100%. You gotta learn how to brand yourself.
Exactly.
Oh, you absolutely gotta know how to brand yourself. You gotta really pull up, and you gotta pull up correctly, come correct or not at all. You really gotta have that drip. It reminds me, you know,
gotta stand out.
You do, and
you stand out,
and you gotta come like genuinely, you know.
You gotta have respect for who's already involved.
Yeah.
And don't feel like when you come in, nobody else is around. You know,
yeah. Look.
You still gotta earn your spot out here, no matter what it is.
Oh yeah.
You gotta earn your spot.
I think you gotta make sure that your shit is comparable with people that are doing this shit for real. Like, at least try.
For real.
Yeah. You know, like, I hate paying, like, bro, you want me to buy your CD for $10?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you don't
nigga,
got one music video out here.
I don't got no fucking, I don't even got a CD player, nigga. Like,
right.
Like, Drake ain't asking me to buy his CD for $10.
That's the old
You know
days.
what I'm saying? So I think that it's like, when we're trying to compete on the level independently with what we see in the mainstream, like, you have to at least do your shit to the point where it's like, on the quality level is comparable. Like, with these hats and shit, like, I didn't want to just sell hats. I didn't want to just sell hats. Like,
but you gotta understand,
I wanted to have it in the packaging.
Wow,
like, you know what I'm
look
saying?
at that.
I wanted it to be in the packaging. I wanted people to get like stickers with it.
Yeah,
I wanted to feel like an experience.
You wanted to feel
wow.
personal delivery to that customer.
And you know why? Because when I go buy something that costs a little bit of money and it comes in a packaging and I have to unwrap it and it comes like it was really cared for, it made me feel like, damn, okay, that was money well spent. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Instead of like, oh, I was supporting a local person, it was like, nah, nigga, this is actually like something I feel like I could go to the store and buy. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, man.
I could see that shit in the mall or some shit.
Exactly. Speaking of the mall, I gotta get these in.
Man, it's really about pulling up with that drip. I know Gabe Gibbs always comes around like with something unique, something fire.
Out in this world, you don't see some shit out here like that. That's why that man be in different cities. You get me?
Straight up, New York, all over the place, man.
Yeah, I mean, your first impression sometimes, like, someone
that's
sees
your best
you.
impression.
So, like, when I was in New York, I was like, I mean, a lot of people see me for the first time. Like, I had to make sure that when they see me, they were like, "Oh, this thing is interesting." Like,
and we're gonna remember this,
and we're gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's important.
Yeah,
First impressions.
You meet a gentleman like Gabe Gibbs, you gonna remember him. You gonna remember him. You know, we're dripped out. It reminds me of this record that's on Never Look Back.
Grind, try not to waste.
We calling
time.
this drip.
FaceTime.
Let the beat drop.
This the baseline in my flip flops, and I'm being kind. And if a bitch line, I hit decline. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm on demon time. I like what I like. It's like Christmas every night. I try to be wise, but sometimes I'm paying fines, committing crimes, but I never dropped a dime. All these rat niggas got a nigga losing hope in mankind. The sun so bright got me blind. Let's rewind back into time. I love the feeling of profiting. It makes me feel like I'm a prophecy. Honestly, a majority of you people that be hating our hypocrisy. Oh, I know you do. You got that drip.
I got that drip.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
Shorty got that drip. She said,
Drip, don't you?
"Hey,
Drip, drip, drip. She wanna play on the dick, lick on it, kiss on it, hop on it, talk to it. It's been a little minute since I really hit it. Out shopping, about to buy a new fit. She bought it, she splurging, she working, networking, interpreting all the fussing and recording. And lately I've been trying not to stop. Witnessing.
Yeah, that's the new shit, Mr. Gabe.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Your flow is kind of elevated into different type of things now.
Yeah, you know, we try to keep
sharpening the sword.
Words.
The perfect words, man. It feels good. Basically, as far as your brand, it's so like versatile, almost like it's like universal, and it's like I love that because we all can relate to that.
Yeah, everybody has sex. Everybody want to have sex, like, or everybody is having sex,
but not everybody can.
But not everybody can. But you know, like, and I think also too, like, on some real shit, like, there's children being born with syphilis.
Ooh. Oh my God.
There's like an epidemic right now of children being born with syphilis because young niggas, young women are just like out here fucking raw, like nasty, not taking. They're just sleeping with anyone.
What?
You know, so like I think it's super important that, like, you know, we kind of just put that in the subconscious too, you know?
Man, real talk, man, because, you know, how does that sound? You not taking care of yourself, and then you bring a baby into the picture, and you're already giving them a STD.
Yeah, it's like you're not even giving them a fair chance. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, like that's sad, you know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
And I think that's super easy to prevent this shit just by like sleeping with better people for you, like taking the time to get to know. Like, I think that everybody should ask the person that you're attracted to, you want to have sex with, ask them 300 questions. Think of 300 questions. That's really hard. Like, really think of like 300 questions. Like, every day, think of like 20 questions you could ask this person and really get to know them. Ask them about their sex life. Ask them about, like, you know, how they feel about this. Have they ever done this? You know, how did it make them feel afterwards? Like, get to learn people, because, you know, it's just gonna make the situation that much easier to deal with, you know, after the fact. And it's gonna make everyone safer, you know? It's gonna, you know?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever fucked just to fuck. I'm like, the way I'm wired is I got to vibe with the person and connect with them really before I even want to take that next step.
Yeah, like, and I used to be like running around, like, one of my favorite terms that I kind of use for the company is not a whore anymore. And that could be like energy whore. That could be like physical sleeping around whore. That could be like a money whore, like I'll be just spending money and wasting money or doing business with people and shit. But you know, I think that it's super important that, like, we really get a hold on it, because as we get older, we're gonna lose more and more of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And eventually you'll just be another old person out here, just like going through the daily motions. You'll be soulless.
A mindless
husk of skin and bones, you know, just running around here because you've given yourself away and don't even know to who or to what or to why or for why.
Straight up,
you know,
for temporary emotion.
For temporary.
Like,
after I bust a nut, bro, I'd be like, all right, well, yeah, you know,
I'd be like, why did I do it?
Yeah, like, yeah, especially when it's someone that is like, I don't even like you like that, you know. It's like, why did I just give you that? Like, I just gave you something. I gave you my, like,
I just gave you my essence.
I gave you my essence. Like,
oh my God,
you know, it's just like, damn, bro. And I was just giving that shit away for free. Like, I used to go out with my boys, and we would literally legit look for random hoes to fuck that night,
man.
You know, and it's like, how many young 21, 22, 23-year-olds are doing that? Like, yo, bro, let's go out tonight and let's go try to fuck a bitch tonight, you know? And you know, why are we doing that? Because of ego, to like strike, to rile up our own ego, to make us feel better about ourselves. But really, you should be doing other things that make you feel better about yourself. Like, go to the fucking gym, nigga. Like, stop fucking eating like shit, nigga. Like, you know,
find a hobby,
get a better job, nigga. Like, you're sitting here trying to fuck bitches to make yourself feel better, nigga, because your life sucks, nigga. Yeah. That's the only thing that
self-discipline is a hard thing,
bro. I found freedom in discipline. Niggas think like, oh, this nigga's out here fucking bitches. He getting drunk. He's doing drugs. He's free as a bird. Nah, he's really a prisoner. He's really a prisoner of all that shit that he's doing. And I found freedom in discipline. Discipline gives you freedom. Because when other people can't handle themselves, can't control themselves, they give in, they fail, they sell their soul, you gonna be the one that's like, I'm cool. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? We use phrases like nah in our brand, like nah, N-A-W, and that stands for navigating affection wisely. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, it's not, I'm not telling you no. I'm telling you nah.
Well, I'm telling you nah. You took a negative into a positive with that word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and then we use words like picky. Like picky. I'm very picky. I'm very picky about where I go, who I'm with. Like back in the day, like when we used to run around, like I'm never taking one for the team. If she not bad, I'm not taking one for the team. You got the baddie and I got the motherfucking fucking ogre over here, nigga. I'm straight, nigga. I never been that nigga is like take one for the team. Like I'm not that because I can't fuck with someone that's not like I feel like I'm going lower for. You know what I'm saying? Everyone beautiful in their own way. She gonna be for somebody, but she ain't for me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I think the most important thing here is you're not gonna go ahead and try to prove somebody else right or try to make somebody else happy for their benefit.
For their benefit.
You're taking the lower end.
I'm taking the lower end. Like for what? Why do we do that as humans? Like
never settle.
Yeah, never settle.
Just like,
ever.
Yeah, no, like, and as far as you saying like going to the gym, absolutely. I hope everyone creates healthy habits. You go to the gym and you stay motivated. Once you create them healthy habits and you're just waking up at the same time every day, it's just like life just gets better.
Did you know that when I started my gym journey, what really kickstarted my gym journey was cleansing my liver.
Wow.
You guys, so when you hear the word liver, it sounds like like liver, like I'm a big liver. I live life. I'm a liver, right? The Greeks named it the liver because it's the seat of the soul in the body. And if your liver is not operating the way it should be, or if it's really working harder than it should be because of the lifestyle that you're living, or you're not doing things to like supplement the work that the liver is doing, you will not feel motivated. You will not feel like doing shit. You'll feel like opposite of a liver. You'll feel like a non-doer.
Oh my God.
That's why you be sleepy throughout the day.
That's why, yeah. So like I started taking dandelion root.
Oh.
So I took dandelion root for like 2 months. And once that cycle kicked in, I was like, yo, like, why wouldn't I go to the gym today? Like I go to the gym every day. I work out. I take care of myself every day. And it's just like little stuff that people don't know. And that's why knowledge is power, bro, because you may not understand why the fuck your life sucks right now, but it could be because you eat fucking hot Cheetos every day, nigga. Like,
oh my,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It could be because you never ever go out for a walk, or the first thing you look at every morning is a blue screen instead of like going out and getting some sun. Or you know what I'm saying, or you be up and late as fuck at night and your circadian rhythm is all thrown off.
In the building, exercise. It makes me think of this little record. Yeah, we got another little joint, I Never Look Back, titled "Exercise in the Temple." Coming very, 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 very soon. You could probably find teasers on like, but it's all about just staying motivated. Everybody, if you got to create them that schedule. Like me and my old lady were just talking about how we want to wake up, we want to eat better. I was watching the You Are What You Eat on Netflix. It just dropped or whatever. People from like Berkeley were saying, you seen that, Gabe?
I seen that. It came out.
Yeah, it came out and shit. I highly recommend everyone in the whole fucking universe to go give it a watch. Hopefully you'll love it as much as I did. It really had me thinking, we really are what we eat. So when you wake up, yeah, you could eat that banana, you could eat that brownie, but the choice is yours. The world is in your hands. It's 2024. We got a whole lot of opportunities out here. All you really got to do is say less and listen more. Go on different podcasts, learn from other people. We're all one.
We're all one. We're all one conscious body. Like, man, looking at life through different viewpoints.